Hey guys, so I want to make a video addressing a couple different things. The first was going to be you guys have reached out with a lot of different questions based on the email or Google Classroom post that Miss Morgan and I put out. So I wanted to address a couple of those. AP came out with an update on Thursday that I want to talk about, and I also want to talk a little bit about me. So the last 24 to 30 hours have just changed my life drastically. And if you haven't noticed, it's because of these guys right here. I recently transitioned from being just your average teacher to no longer being a broke teacher. I'm just going to say that the last day and a half have just been mind changing, mind blowing. I've walked around my life in a completely new and different way. I just I haven't really left the house at all, but these things are just incredible. I would highly recommend everyone get a pair of AirPods so you're no longer part of the broke class. So, these things are pretty sweet, but something else that's really sweet is the sponsor of this video, Honey. So, Honey is a free shopping tool that automatically searches the web for the best promo codes when you buy something online. Download this browser extension today and start saving hundreds, nay, millions. And then you can buy thousands of these AirPods just like that. So, the biggest questions that I've been getting over the past couple of days have just been about the assignments and what impact they have on your grade. So, the biggest thing that I want to address and mention is that assignments that you can do will not negatively impact your grade. Essentially, the grade that is sitting in the gradebook right now is your final grade. And in the event that you have makeup work to do, we have two alternate assignments, one for Chapter 9 and one for Chapter 7 and 8, that we will send out on Monday, April 13th, that morning, and they will be due on Tuesday at midnight. And so these assignments are going to essentially replace those two tests potentially. In the event that you are not missing one of those tests and you want to improve your grade, because we still would have had grades in the third quarter and we don't really know how the fourth quarter is going to pan out, but we're giving you the opportunity to complete one of those assignments to improve your grade as best as possible. So again, this grade will not negatively impact your grade at all. I would highly recommend you at least try it, because in the event that you submit the assignment or don't submit the assignment, it can't hurt you. Your grade can only go up. So if you send an assignment and you get lower on that than you would have gotten on the test, I'm not going to put that lower grade in. You're just going to get whichever is the best grade. So the format of that assignment is going to just be free response. It's going to be quite similar to the AP test that you're going to have, which is two free response questions. And the other part of it is it's going to be similar to like a test or some sort of assignment that we would do in class. You're not allowed to use any notes. You're not allowed to use any sort of outside resources. You are going to be signing an honor code that I trust and I fully believe that you guys are going to uphold academic integrity to the best of your capability. And that's kind of just the expectations that Miss Morgan and myself have. It'll all be laid out on the email that I'll send you next Monday. Outside of that, the AP test had a little bit of an update. And so basically, what they said is you're going to have two questions for this AP test. The AP test, I'm going to release a schedule as well, or include it in this video if I can figure out a way to put a picture on a video. It's going to be on May 22nd at 2 p.m. So you guys, that's only a week later than what we originally would have had, which is absolutely amazing. The format of this test will be two free response questions. They will be 45 minutes altogether. The first question is going to be 25 minutes long. It's going to be worth 55% of the grade. The other question is it's 15 minutes long and it's worth 45% of the grade. You will have those 25 minutes to answer. I believe it's 25 minutes to answer the questions, and then you have 5 minutes to upload your work. They will allow you to either type in the AP Classroom or AP, however the thing's going to be initiated, and or you could also handwrite it and then take a picture of it and upload it that way. You know, send an email to yourself, however you want to do it. There will be, they said they're sending out something that will contain kind of like a mock sort of test. You can kind of just see how the whole system runs, and they're going to give us more information on that in the beginning of May. The other thing, it is open note, open book. So the questions are going to be very different from questions that you may have seen in the past. They're not going to be simple questions asking you like, how do you find the mean, median, and mode of this certain thing. It's going to be questions that are a little bit more applying the knowledge that you have. So you are allowed to use any resource possible, which is amazing. And so because of that, you can have, I believe they have the formula sheets embedded in there. If they don't, I would just recommend that you have some sort of access to them, maybe pulled up in a different tab, maybe printed out, whatever the case might be. The other piece of information is that you don't actually need a scientific calculator to do it. They want it to be a very equitable test. So they said the only types of calculations you have to do can be done with a simple four-function calculator. Very interesting. They are going to have some sort of testing security measures in play. They didn't release a lot of it to us, so apparently it was quite confidential. They are actually going to be in the event that you do, actually they're sending all of your tests to us. So whether or not you type it or you handwrite it, the handwriting part they're definitely going to send to us because they want to make sure that we can verify this is their handwriting. It doesn't look like it was somebody else's or whatever the case is. The other thing is they're looking for like your diction and your tone. If it sounds like something and the way that you write things, we as your AP teachers are going to verify that that's correct and adequate and nothing irregular about it. In the event that you do have any sort of testing irregularity, your computer crashes, you lose connectivity, whatever the case might be, they have a makeup date. You have to immediately contact myself and I'll send it out to everybody else who needs to be contacted. In the event that you have some sort of testing irregularity, you have to have your request approved by the school before you're allowed to send it to College Board and ask to make up the test. So just sleeping in or forgetting about it is not going to be a valid excuse to miss this test. So, the last thing that I just wanted to mention sort of about the AP update is the only other thing is you're allowed to log in like 30 minutes early to whatever, since our test is at 2 o'clock on May 22nd, which is a Friday, you're just going to be allowed to log in at 1:30. I'm not really sure if you can do anything from there, if it's just saying here you can log in so that we don't have to worry about your test going haywire or something like that. But yeah, with that, I mean, everything's completely open. I believe they've been talking about other ways that they're going to regulate and monitor internet traffic to make sure that you guys aren't like, I'm not saying that you guys would, but that people wouldn't post certain answers in like Reddit or other sort of forums that there might be out there. But yeah, aside from that, that was kind of just the gist of their update. So outside of that and outside of the assignments that we have, we don't really know how the fourth quarter is going to look. Also, sorry, I received a couple questions about that as well. We don't know how grades are going to look just yet. We should get directive following spring break. But as of right now, just do the assignments so we can wrap up this third quarter. All assignments for the third quarter are due, or sorry, not assignments, grades are going to be due Friday the 17th. We're trying to make sure that you guys finish everything on Tuesday. So that way, in the event that you guys have completed everything, we have time to grade it Wednesday and Thursday, or Wednesday, and have grades uploaded completely on Thursday. So that way you guys can check your gradebook and make sure everything is 100% okay. But aside from that, I just want to make sure that everyone's doing all right. If you have any questions or concerns, please email me. Please reach out. I'm more than happy, and it's wonderful hearing from all of you guys. I hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything from this guy. Just make sure that you keep me posted on anything that's going on, and don't be broke.